I'm trying to keep my body in a good state, not just for now, but for the future. Hello. It's Monday. Feels like a Monday. Yes, I am laying in my jammies in the dark under a blanket. Yeah. I don't know if I'm getting sick, but I definitely feel run down, very tired. Like the first half of the day I felt okay, but then exhaustion hit me like a brick wall, and I just could not fathom going to the gym or doing anything productive at all today. So much so that I requested my mom come over to put some things in my upstairs area. And luckily, I have a very good mother who did come over and take some things upstairs for me. Also because, well, mostly because my arm still hurts and I just couldn't lift things, but it helps because I am truly exhausted. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And actually, I'm trying to get up from the couch and go to bed, but I just cannot move my body. I don't know. Feeling very run down. I hope I'm not getting sick. Like, I don't feel sick. I just feel exhausted. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get up. I'm gonna give myself to the count of 10. Actually, we can do it together. We can get up together. Okay. Removing blanket. Removing blanket. Swinging legs. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I sat up. It's a lot more progress than before. Glasses for vision. I'm gonna put my slippers on. Okay. Ow. Foot cramp. Oh my gosh. Okay. I've done it. I've stood. And now I have to go. I'll have to take off my makeup, which is annoying. So tomorrow I'm not wearing makeup, just in case this happens again. So now I'm gonna go to bed. But thanks for helping me get up off the couch, because I was laying there for about 40 minutes longer than I had planned, because I just cannot move my body. So yeah, thanks for your help. Sorry to start off the week so lethargically, but you know, it'll just be like that sometimes. So we're gonna try again tomorrow, and we'll see if it gets any better. Yeah, okay, bye. Not only did y'all help me get up off the couch, but I was actually able to do something productive. I did my full skincare routine. At first, I thought I was just gonna take off my makeup and then call it a night. But no, I took off my makeup. I did the whole thing, the cleansing, the serums, the moisturizer. I brushed my teeth. And that really helped me feel better. So now that I have like this much more energy, I'm going to read. So I'm trying to get into books, and I've been getting a lot of books from the library. I finished none. I can't tell you the last time I finished a book, which is kind of lame because last year I finished like 70 books, and this year I think I finished maybe 3. So I'm just trying to find something that gets me back into reading. So I have this one. Excuse me, little kitty. This is Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. So I'm going to start this tonight and see how I like this. I haven't really heard much about it. Not that I've been on the snuff, up to snuff. I think the saying is up to snuff. I haven't been up to snuff with what the goings on are in the book world. I haven't really been on BookTube because I haven't been interested in reading. So I'm gonna read this. I don't actually know what it's about, but I do prefer to go into books with zero knowledge. I just kind of want to know or find out things as I go along. So I'm totally fine with not knowing anything. And then once I finish a few chapters, I have my Bible. It's pink, if you can see. But a lot of my stuff is pink actually. And then for my like wind down nighttime routine. So I have this little humidifier next to my bed because it is getting pretty dry in the house. And then I have my big humidifier over there. That fan needs to go upstairs. And then I also have this Dr. Teal's that I spray on my pillow and on the bottom of my feet to help with sleep. And then I also have this roll-on lavender that I got from Dollar Tree. And I put that on like all of my pressure points, like my wrist, elbows, neck, just like places where you put perfume. And then I have this Himalayan pink salt nasal inhaler. That just helps open up the nasal passages a little bit. And I know you see that melatonin back there. Actually, I don't really like melatonin. It doesn't really help me sleep. It doesn't really do anything for me at this point. I think my body has just gotten used to it, so I don't even bother with it, but I do have all that melatonin right there. So I'm probably going to give it to my parents. So that's my evening that I'm going to do. It is 9:08 now. I usually like to be asleep, or I should say laying with my eyes closed at 10:30. What time to actually go to sleep? Well past 11, I'm sure, which is why I'm always tired in the morning. So that's why I want to just do my wind down routine now, so that way I can start to feel sleepy earlier. And hopefully that'll help me actually fall asleep at 10:30 instead of just laying there with my eyes closed waiting for sleep until who knows when. So that is my update today that I didn't know I was going to give you guys. But yeah, thanks for a little boost, a little motivation. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hello, today is Tuesday, and I'll be honest, I almost didn't go to the gym today or do anything of that nature. However, I think I just consumed too much caffeine, so I had to do something to get the energy out. Because I feel like I don't want to tell you what I had because you're going to think I'm crazy. But I've been super tired. Like I told you, I think my body's trying to come down with something, but I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let the sickness win. So I've been trying to eat my veggies, do my like nightly routine where I make sure I try to keep the mucus at bay. Sorry if that's nasty, but I do have my humidifiers because the air is dry in the house, just because it gets dry as it gets cold. So yes, I'm trying to make sure I don't get sick because I just don't have time. I don't feel like being sick. And I'm the type of person who gets sick very easily. So here's hoping I just don't get anything. But because of that, I have been low on energy. So I did consume a significant amount of caffeine today because I was very tired. I was starting to get a headache. So I did what I had to do to get myself going through the day. And I drove a lot for work today. So I think I was on the road for 4 hours today. So that doesn't help anything either. But I will say at least there wasn't a lot of traffic. So since I didn't feel like working out today, I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to do any weightlifting today. I just didn't feel like it. I knew I didn't have that kind of energy. So I just went in. I just started doing something. Like I just started moving my body. And then I just felt what the vibes were. And sometimes that's what you have to do. I know we should always go in with some sort of plan. But if you're in a mood where you just don't feel like doing anything, but you know you should be doing something, just start moving and let your body do what it wants to do. So I actually did a lot of functional training today. So doing movements that I would normally do in my everyday life. So like sitting down and standing back up with a weighted object, because that's something that we do. Squatting down to pick stuff up, that's functional training. And then working my core, because as previously stated, it's something I don't normally do. So I am trying to incorporate that more into my regimen because I know it's important to have a strong core. I'm trying to keep my body in a good state, not just for now, but for the future. Because when I see older people, and they're like, you know, as you get older, your body just does this, it's just gonna fall apart. I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to have those struggles that you have. If it's inevitable, it's inevitable. If it happens, it happens, right? But if I can do my best to prevent it, or at least try, I'm going to. So moving my body in ways that are going to build strength, in ways that it's going to help me just in my everyday life, is something I want to incorporate more as well. So that's what I did today. Even though I didn't feel like doing anything, that's what my body moved me to do. So yes, now I'm heading home, of course, get dinner, all that jazz. And what is it, 7 o'clock now? Yeah, just do my everyday thing. My life is kind of monotonous, but you know what? I shouldn't say that in like a bad way, because I know there are a lot of people who wish they had some monotony in their lives, where, I don't want to say where life is just passing them by, but there's just a lot of people who are going through a lot of stuff right now, and I know they just wish that they could go to work, go to the gym, go home, and then just do that every day instead of having to deal with whatever they have going on in their life. So I'm not mad at the monotony, but I do want to incorporate some things, because I am getting bored with my life. Like whenever people ask, well, how are things going? I haven't seen you in a while. What's been up? And all I really can say is nothing. I haven't really done much of anything. So yeah, I'll work on it. I'm gonna try to find something that's small that I can just incorporate into my life, so that way I'm not just letting life pass me by. So we'll see what I come up with, but in the meantime, monotony it is. My dinner is rice, some bell peppers, and a turkey burger. I do want to get another turkey burger though. I am famished, but I'm just going to eat this now because I feel like I'm going to pass out. So, I'm going to eat this and then get another turkey burger. Hello, happy Thursday. It's actually the end of Thursday. I'm about to go to bed. It's 9:15. And I've just been having a very off week, which I think I had mentioned before, but it is definitely a weird week. I have no energy to use whatsoever. Any energy I am using, it's past what I have available. So I'm exhausted, and I don't quite understand why. At first I thought it was because I might have been getting sick, but I don't feel sick or anything. I'm just extremely exhausted, and I can barely keep my eyes open at any point of time. So I don't really know what's going on, but like I said, I'm getting ready for bed. I just took some melatonin. I know previously I said I don't take melatonin, but I thought I'd give it a try again just to see for sure that it doesn't work. So, because it's not like it doesn't do anything. It does help me get to sleep, which is pretty much what I'm looking for, because lately I've just been laying here and just waiting for sleep to come. So at least want to be able to get to sleep. And then in terms of waking up in the middle of the night, that I feel like is inevitable. I just get anxiety, so it is what it is at that point. At least I can get back to sleep usually when I wake up during the night. But we'll see. We'll see how tonight goes. Tomorrow, I think, work should be all right. I just have to do a couple of actual work things, and hopefully it's a chill day. Maybe we can leave a little bit early. We shall see. And then Saturday is when I start my winter arc, because Saturday is already November, which is so crazy. I don't know what I've been doing this whole time, but time is just passing me by. So that's why I want to start that winter arc, but I'll go into more detail when that comes up, and that'll be the next vlog. But I want to give you a little update. I'm not sure if I talked to y'all yesterday. Probably not. I'm pretty sure I came home, ate, immediately fell asleep on the couch, pulled myself up off the couch, rolled into bed. So yeah, like I said, super exhausted. But updates I have, not much. Just been extremely tired. I've been trying to keep my diet in order since I'm definitely not going to the gym this week. I just can't physically get myself to go. Sitting in traffic has sucked though, because I mentioned I don't know when, but one of the reasons I like to go to the gym after work, or I push myself to go, is because I hate sitting in traffic. But because I have absolutely no energy to work with, I have been sitting in traffic, and yeah, I definitely don't like it. So hopefully next week, whatever is going on that's ailing me, that's causing me to have this lack of energy, is gone, and I can move forward and get back to my regularly scheduled program. Other update, I was starting a new book, and I've been trying to get into books and just get back into reading for most of this year. I haven't really finished too many books. I think I finished maybe 5 if I'm including audiobooks. So this one, like I said, it's the Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, and I am currently on chapter 8. And this book was published in 2017, and there's no like trigger warnings or anything of that nature. And reading the description, you kind of think it's just like a silly, goofy time. It's not. It's kind of heavy, and I've never really heard anybody talk about this book, but like I said before, I'm not really up to date with what people are talking about in terms of books. Not that I think too many people will be talking about this one, because like I said, it's from 2017. Any booktuber or book talker or bookstagram, whatever, any book influencer probably isn't reviewing a book from almost 10 years ago. But anyway, like I said, there's not really any trigger warnings in it. Not that I personally need them, but it is kind of jarring because this character kind of talks about very heavy things in a very cavalier kind of way. Like, she just mentions things like abuse in passing. And I understand it's her character because if I can tell correctly, she has some form of autism. So, I mean, for her, it's just like is what it is. But in terms of being a reader of the book, it is kind of jarring just in the terms of narration, where she's just talking about life in general, and then all of a sudden she's talking about how she got abused, and then she's just back to her regular conversation. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So that's going on here. Like I said, I'm only on chapter 8, which is not, I don't even know. Okay, so that's the front of the book. That's where I'm at. Not far at all. And this book has 325 pages, and then I'm on page 67, so much to go. But I won't say I'm enjoying it, but I do look forward to picking it up and reading it, because I just want to know, like, what the heck is going on with this girl? Where are we going? What happened to her in her past? Where is she going in her future? That kind of thing. So I'm interested in her life. I'm interested in the story. So that's an update on the book. Life updates. Like I said, nothing really is going on. Really, I'm working on rebuilding my faith a lot lately, because I grew up Catholic, not by choice. I mean, do we really ever have a choice, I guess? Just kind of something parents decide for you. So, growing up Catholic made me not like religion at all. So for a very long time, I just kind of, like, I wouldn't say I didn't believe in anything. I just didn't know what to do. So, I've been on this journey, this quest to find faith, basically just on my own, without any noise of a congregation or a priest or even my parents. So I'm getting back into that. I've been doing nightly Bible study. I have this one app, it's called YouVersion, and basically there's like a verse a day, a guided meditation, and then a prompt that goes over the verse with a pastor or like a church leader or somebody from a church, a part of their online community. They'll kind of go over the verse, and I'm really enjoying it. I've been doing it for, I think I have almost a 30-day streak now, though I have been using it off and on for probably a year or so. So yeah, and then I have my Bible here, and currently I'm on chapter 12 of the book of Matthew, because initially I was, well, I don't know if it was the first one I had started, but this Bible, I'm sure quite a bit of Bibles have like the verse finder. So where you go in and then you just kind of put in, or you just see what are you feeling, what do you need. And that's what I started doing when I started reading the Bible. And then I think I had read something in Psalms and I was like, oh, I just kind of want to read Psalms. So I started reading those, and let's see. And I'm currently on Psalm 102, which is Comfort in the Mercy of God, which is probably what I'm going to read today because that sounds like probably what I need just based off of how I've been feeling lately. In terms of Matthew chapter 12, this is Jesus has authority over the Sabbath, which is also something I've been struggling with because, like I said, I'm trying to find my faith without outside noise because a lot of my life was taken up with honestly hating myself because, I don't know, there's just something about it that people, I think, put their own thoughts, ideas, and beliefs into religion, and then that reflects back on other people in a negative light, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm describing this very badly. Basically, growing up Catholic, growing up in that church, growing up around those kind of people made me hate myself. So then it made me not like religion. And I'll be honest, organized religion is not really my jam, so I don't go to church. And I just don't find it necessary at this point. There's just been so many people who do go to church and they're not great people. They don't have any sort of Christian values. And I read verses and I see these people acting the complete opposite way of what the Bible is saying, but they call themselves Christian. And then they say that they're Christian because they go to church. And I'm like, going to church doesn't make you Christian. It just makes you a churchgoer because you're not doing anything that's in here. And then when I do the things that Jesus talks about, people are like, why are you doing that? For example, I like to just give spare change to homeless people. Like, people are always like, oh, they could be buying drugs. That's not really how Jesus would think. Jesus wouldn't be like, oh, I shouldn't help this person because there's a possibility that they might do something. I just think that's kind of silly that people don't help others because of this false narrative of this one person I don't know has a possibility of maybe doing something that I don't like. You don't know what they're going to do or what they're not going to do. Just help them. At least you know that you did something out of the goodness of your heart. What they do with that is their own thing. But don't just not help somebody because you feel like they don't deserve it or you think that they're going to do something wrong. So, yeah, that's just one of the examples of there's Christians in my life, but they're not really following the teachings of Jesus, and I don't like that. So that's why I'm just doing my faith on my own for now. So, yeah, that's my faith update that, I don't know, no one asked for, but I'm providing because I don't have anybody to talk to about it. Well, that's not true. One of my coworkers, I can talk to him about it, but that's about it. That's the only person I really have. My cousin I can talk to, but she's going through a lot of stuff right now. She's got 2 kids, a baby, and a teenager. So, yeah, that's a lot. Yes, that'll be it for me for now. I'm going to get ready for bed. Well, I guess I already am in bed, technically. I'm sitting on the bed. But I'm going to get ready to go to sleep. I took melatonin about 15 minutes ago and I feel nothing. So that's great. Not having high hopes for that working for me today, but we'll see. So that's all for me today. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. If you have any Bible verses that you think would help me, or if you have any like online communities that would help with like finding faith again and all that kind of thing, let me know. I would like to be a part of something, because there are some things in the Bible that honestly don't make sense, and I just feel like I need to talk to somebody about it. So yeah, or if maybe somebody here has any advice just about anything in general, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna, like I said, hit the hay, and I'll see you all tomorrow, question mark. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's just say I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Good night. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I've been up not too long now, but I just made some breakfast, and last night was the daylight savings time, and that always throws me off, so I feel a little discombobulated this morning, but here's breakfast. I was hungry, so I already ate a piece of bacon, but I had 2 pieces of turkey bacon, 2 eggs, and then I have steel cut oats with fruit and granola on there, and then a cup of coffee, and I'm starting to take my vitamins again. And for vitamins, I'm taking a multivitamin, fish oil, and biotin. I have to get magnesium, so, and I'm really only taking the biotin because I have it and just want to use it up, but I don't really think it did anything for me particularly. Like, I didn't notice my nails getting better or my hair growing Rapunzel length or anything of that nature. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it until I run out, but I do need to get magnesium in my regimen too. But that is the breakfast for today. Probably am going to end this vlog here because today I'm starting my winter arc series, so that'll be like the bulk of what I'm doing today. So yeah, that'll be it for me for today. I'm sorry this vlog's pretty boring, I know. It's been a weird week where I haven't really been doing much, and I've just been really exhausted, so I'm hoping this coming week I can figure out what's making me so tired and then deal with it. Probably like I'm just missing nutrients, so hopefully taking my vitamins again will help. So yes, my apologies for a boring video, but I hope you still enjoyed anyway. And my winter arc series should be a little bit more fun, so I hope you will join me on that. But other than that, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching as always.